And I said to Demetrious, I just found out that you have quick hands and great footwork. I don't think any of you guys knew that, did you? It's crazy.
Happens.
I mean, I got the inside information.
You do. Well, you guys round this goes, ask me anything you want, and let's get this party.
Done a few of these before.
Absolutely.
Let me get one out of the way, though. I mean, obviously, you are, in Joe's estimation, I agree, the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world today. But you're coming off that great victory over Henry Cejudo, one that was maybe the best victory of your career, especially the way you ended it. How great did that feel? I know that night was awesome, but right now, how do you feel about yourself, your career, coming off the most defining statement that you've ever delivered?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great fight. I mean, a lot of talk going into this fight against Henry Cejudo that he was going to be the toughest of my challenger. It was getting a hard on over that gold medal, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, man, there's 1,000 gold medals in the world, but there's only one flyweight champion in the world.
And that is this man, Demetrious Johnson. Well said, we got guys lined up. You guys know what you're doing. Also, the microphone on that side, so don't be shy. Go ahead and get it started, sir.
Alright, what's up, DJ?
What's going on?
I couldn't think of a good question, so last night I was hanging on the Skilly's chat and asked her if she had anything good for me.
Just gotta make sure.
I know it is.
So she suggested, I don't know if you want to give context to it or have time to, but she suggested I ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy are you?
I'm 11. I'm 11 spicy.
I'm on recording, I'll share with her. And I would say good luck in your next fight, but the dude's on a 1-fight win streak, so not necessarily.
You have to be humble. You have to be humble.
I know.
Any fighter can lose on any given day. So, you know, a lot of people out there, you know, like people kind of goes, I don't know who the hell that man is. I'm like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, nobody knew who Henry Cejudo was. What does it mean? I was in the gym just sitting there chilling and not taking my training seriously. You know, I take every training for a fight seriously, and you know, I know UFC 201, Wilson Hayes is gonna bring it, and you guys can believe I'm gonna show up and put on a great performance again. Thank you first. Come back. Don't turn your back. What is your name on Twitch?
I am Jeremy Graves, and my girlfriend is Jenna Snow. Graves Snow.
Graves Snow. Thank you. Every day. He's one of the Twitch subscribers. Each time I meet one of my subscribers, I do that.
I love that. So, how tough is it to stay mentally challenged? Because I really got to challenge yourself in training every day, because you are kind of dominant right now. I would say dominant is a safe word to use. How tough is that, DJ, when you are kind of schooling the division, but yet you know, like you just talked to him about, that anything can happen at any time inside the octagon?
Yeah, you know, in the octagon, I don't look at it as me saying I'm schooling my opponents, because I mean, before I came out here, I got with Matt Hume, and he worked me.
He schooled
He schooled me, and so I'm always trying to compete with Matt Hume. That's my goal, is always to compete with Matt Hume. Like, when I come in the gym and I see Viviano Fernandez and him grapple, they're competing with each other. And when me and Matt spar, do him, they spar, kickboxing, Muay Thai, or grapple, whatever, I want to compete. I want to give you a run for your money. So that's my ultimate goal. When I get into octagon, that's just the end product. You know, what you guys are seeing. You know, when I grab Henry Cejudo and knee him and went here through the elbow, Matt Hume does it to me all the time. So that's just me doing what Matt Hume does to me in the gym.
The Wizard, next up over here, go ahead, please.
Hi, Demetrious Johnson. It's really nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm sick. I have a bad voice. It's
okay.
cold.
I can hear you.
But my question is, how do you feel about them having the Ultimate Fighter based off just beating you? Like, it's Joseph Benavidez versus Cejudo, and they have a bunch of flyweights planning to beat you because you're so dominant. And yeah. And also, who do you think will win that fight between the two of them?
I think it's great. It's awesome. You know, in the world of mixed martial arts, you have so many different organizations. You have UFC, 1SC, Bellator, World Series of Fighting. I mean, you have so many. The Shootdome in Brazil, there's so many of them. So basically what the UFC's done is gone around grabbing all the baddest fighters in the world, because there's other bad middleweight champions out in the world. There's other badass welterweight champions out in the world. Ben Askren, you know, he's a welterweight. I would love to see Ben Askren fight Robbie Lawler, but we would never get to see that happen unless they do an Ultimate Fighter for the welterweight division. And so essentially that's what's going to happen. I'm very excited for this, and I'm very excited to see what the end result is. As far as Henry Cejudo versus Joseph Benavidez, it's tough because I mean, Joseph doesn't have a clinch game like I do. But Joseph has a good submission game, he hits hard, and it all depends what Henry Cejudo does. Like, I haven't seen enough from Henry Cejudo to see how he can, you know, take on Joseph's style. I mean, they're both totally different fighters. It'll come down to whoever's going to be the better athlete and who's going to be able to execute their game plan.
Okay, cool. And one last question. What made you decide to take a fight at UFC 201? I thought you wanted to take a break.
Because they called me and I said yes.
Thanks for answering my question.
Hey, let's keep one thing in mind. I know it was a little bit different, but does everybody remember why Matt Serra got a title shot against George St. Pierre years ago?
Injury.
No. Yes! He won the Ultimate Fighter, the season with all the veterans, the comeback. And Travis Lutter won, but then he missed weight and fought Anderson. But Matt Serra was a product of the Ultimate Fighter. Now, that season, as DJ, they were veterans. It was the comeback. I know it's a little different in your scenario, but that's why Matt Serra got the shot against GSP. Last time I checked, it shocked the world.
Yep, he knocked him out. And then GSP came back, made things right, and he won. And that's the cool thing about fighting. It's anybody can win on any given day. Doesn't mean truly you're better than. I mean, yeah, it kind of does, but I mean, shit happens, man. It happens. Earl, why do you get off your phone? It's so rude. Corn can wait.
And he's using the French-Canadian one. So you got Forrest, you got Rashad, you got Matt Serra, Carlos Esparza. Michael Bisping tomorrow night will try to become the 5th Ultimate Fighter winner to win a UFC championship. Next question over here.
Hi, I'm a huge fan, and I'm so excited about the success you've had. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My question is, years ago when you were first starting out, who were the fighters that you looked up to when you were starting to have your success?
It was Andre Arlovsky. He was so good about being here and moving the inside line, one hand, right? I loved how he did that. And then Pro Cop, I loved how he would just be here and then boom and throw the high kick. So honestly, it was those two that I really loved. Like when it came, people were like, "Oh man, you can watch smaller guys." I'm like, nah, I like Andre and Pro Cop. And for the longest time, I'm not Croatian, but I was like, people I used to train with, and AMC still, I said I want to get shorts, half Croatian flag and just half black. No, dude, you're not even Croatian. I was like, dude, Pro Cop's he's a shit. So those are the two guys I looked up to when I grew up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Over here, go ahead.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, DJ?
How you doing?
Good. I think we can all agree that you wiped out your division.
Not true. Go on.
I think it's about time to move up. But anyhow, who do you think would be a better matchup for you, Uriah or Dominic?
Oh, Jesus. So I walk around about 140 pounds. I had a barbecue, a neighborhood barbecue. I had about 5 beers, ribs, smoked chicken. Did I have dessert that night?
It was 5, right? It was before 6 was 5, right?
It was right.
But
Actually, of course. But I woke up and I weighed 141 pounds. So I'm eating whatever I want to walk around 141. Once I start training hard and dieting, I maybe walk around like 138. So me cutting to 135 is like not essential thing to guys like Dom, Uriah. I mean, I remember Uriah saying he's cracked 160. I've never seen 160 before in my life. But given the fact that there's a potential I could fight either one of those men, the thing with Dom is he's tall and he moves so much, and he's always throwing punches like that. I mean, honestly, you can negate. I don't want to go that way. They'll both be tough fights. Once you answer the question, I'm going to start going in my mind how to assess the situation. But I'll go with Uriah because Uriah is dangerous. He goes for the kill. He would try to jump on my back, submit me. He has that guillotine choke. With Dom, it's going to be about how can I get to him without getting hit, and worry about his knee tap takedown. So Dom's a bigger dude, but I think Uriah has, finished more people in his stats. So I would say Uriah would be the type of pick that he's looking for the kill. But then again, I feel like, well, Uriah will be easy because Uriah's going to go for the kill, so I can take an angle, land the shot, knee, I get him in my clinch. So with Dom, I have to go out. You watch me, Dom's first fight, I have to chase him, 2-3-2, because Dom has to do this hit, and that's why I try and land a high kick. So, I mean, they're both tough fights. I mean, any way you look at them.
Any feeling of unfinished business?
No.
Long time ago, right?
Yeah, well, when I see these guys getting mad, like, fuck you, I'm like, grow up. You guys are both adults. Shut up.
One last thing. I haven't done this in a while because it's been a long time since the Q&A has been either here or Vegas. Will you follow me on Twitter at Johnny Alpha? JLHNNY. I think it'd be a pleasure if you did also.
Absolutely.
I'll see you back at the hotel most likely.
I like this plug. Make sure you guys follow that man on Twitter too, okay? Not just me, all you guys do, okay?
Everybody have a good UFC 199.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you very much. All right, go ahead, my friend.
What's going on, DJ?
What's up?
I was just wondering, do you train with any other camps in between fights? And if Matt Hume ever decided to take a break from training, what camp do you think he would go to?
I do not train with anybody else in camps. I'm not a big believer of cross training because eventually you're going to fight that person, and you know I like to say iron sharpens iron, but also iron breaks iron. Okay, and that's why that's when the injuries. Like if I'm training with another world class, when me and Bibiano train, there's been times when me and him were training, we'll go super hard. We're like, hey, I'm gonna compete, and you're gonna compete. And it ends up one of us getting cut or one of us getting injured. And we're like, this is fucking stupid. Like, we just need to get healthy enough to make it a fight, and then we'll make our money and do it. So, no, I do not answer that question. If I was to, Matt was like, DJ, I'm done. We had a great run. I'm over it. He talks very highly of Rafael Padero. So I will probably go train with him. I don't know if they have any small guys, but if Matt says he speaks highly of him, then I will be at his gym. Or Andre Pinaneros, I'll go to him too. But Matt speaks highly of those two. The guys, because at one time, Matt Hume was a professional fighter. He was fighting around the world. Who was alongside by him was Andre Pinaneros, Padero. I don't think he ever fought, but I think he did Muay Thai. So I look highly about the coaches who've competed in combat sports because they've been there and done it. You know, I'm not a firm believer of having coaches like, all right, just do this, run that, and do that. No, I need to have coaches like, okay, you're gonna do this and this. Stand there, I'll show you how to do it, and he would do it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Interesting you talked about both those guys. They obviously fought, Andre fought the UFC. There are more little guys in Rio at that gym than there are here, but it would be a lot easier to train in California for you with your family.
Shit, I'm on the tax. No, the tax. No.
We don't have to like,
that's true.
claim tax for training.
That's true.
Maybe I just ruined it. That's me. Go ahead, sir.
What's up?
Alright, three things. First, I need to apologize for betting $100 on Cejudo.
It's okay, no.
I'll never do that again.
It's okay. You would have got a better return if you kept it at bacon. You would bet on me or him. Because in the long run, you just never know.
Second, oftentimes skill is overshadowed by popularity when it comes to talking about pound for pound or greatest of all time. Do you think for you not being in the mainstream doesn't solidify you as being pound for pound or even considered to be one of the greatest of all time?
Don't worry about it. I just fight. I mean, at the end of the day, it's, people are always going to have a perception of you, and it's always going to change. I can go out here and get knocked out. I wasn't Asian like that fucking sucks. He's everything pound this. I went around with John Jones, and your guys' perception could be absolutely washed away. So I always try to go after you guys, I guess you say, notoriety, or yes, you have that stamp. If I just keep on fighting and winning, then that's going to take care of itself. And it doesn't matter what you guys think of me. There's people out there who still think I'm boring or this and that. I don't care. Just go out there and fight. You like it, you like it. You don't. Turn the channel.
And third thing.
Dana's fight. I had to go. Danny, what are you doing? Yeah, go on.
Oh, third thing. Why don't you jump on FIFA 16 so we can play?
Because I do this. We can go outside and play FIFA 16 if we really wanted to. So
I know that was FIFA or Samba.
No, it was good. But that's the thing, man. A lot of people are like, man, you need to do this on your stream. You need to play sports games. Like, dude, I'll go outside and go get my buddy Pedro or go play basketball. I don't need to pretend I'm LeBron James. As Ryan says, I don't need to pretend I'm 6'12", because that's
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you know they do FIFA in like 16 different languages? It's the largest selling game in EA Sports does, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, EA Sports knows what they're doing. FIFA's very impressive. Probably have the English version, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. Good choice.
Subtitle.
Subtitle, of course. Up next, go ahead, sir.
Hey DJ, I just want to first say that I've never bet against you and I never plan to, so. My question is, how has training the gi helped you in MMA?
Tell you what, training the gi, it's not easy because, I mean, you think about it, when I fight, I'm basically naked. I got basically box breaks on. So training the gi, it hasn't helped my MMA game because I've seen guys go from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then come over to their non-gi side, and I'm just passing their guard easily. They're like, I have no handles. I'm like, nah, dog. If somebody broke into my house and I'm butt naked and we're wrestling on the ground, there's no handles besides one. Other than that, we're good. But given the fact, with gi, it's definitely, it works on your dexterity in your hands, and yeah, it just opens your mind to different games. It's a slow, methodical game to where non-gi, it's more of a fast-paced game. Like, I'm a fast-paced guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Up next.
Hey, my boss.
What's up, buddy?
I know you're chasing history, you know, Anderson's record and all. Is there like a dream venue or a dream opponent you want to fight to chase history the night when you do it?
I grew up fighting in a ring, so every single one of my MMA fights is always in a ring. So my vision one time was to have the blue pie gloves, to be out there and like, judge, ready, fight. All right, 10 minutes. All right, here we go, boss. What do you think? That was me growing up, seeing that, and like the first round was 10 minutes, and just going and going and going. I mean, a lot of shit happens in 10 minutes. Like 5 minutes, I mean, a lot of people out there, when I see guys fight 5 fights, they're like, man, I don't know how you do it. I was like, dude, it's still not enough fucking time. Like, I can still keep going and going and going. So that was like my top goal is fighting in that style in a ring. So that was my goal.
And the last question is, if I can take a picture with you afterwards?
Then I just work for the UFC. I don't run the UFC.
I thought that was going to be the first question, but it was Twitter, so we dodged it. But yellow, TikTok. Number one.
Okay, perfect. Got you, buddy.
Go ahead over here.
Hello, first I want to thank the UFC for coming out to LA. It's awesome.
It's great to be back.
And second, I have a YouTube show where I cover MMA fights called Dates on Big One. I want to thank my fans that are watching this. And I predicted all your fights correctly on you winning, except the Ali fight. I picked Ali.
He was juiced, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm a PR major at Cal State. And when I graduate, I'll be a senior starting in September. And once I graduate, I plan on working in this sport, in PR or TV reporting. And if there's something in the UFC's PR team, you know, like Dave Schiller, like that you wish they would do for you that they aren't, what would it be?
They're killing it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like Dave Shaw like one day. I mean, they've always been very accommodating to my schedule and making things a lot easier for me. You know, they always have us go out to California to do media row, I guess you can call it. I said, dude, I'm coming on Sunday after I throw the media. I'm getting on the plane. I'm getting the hell out of here. So I have no complaints from the PR aspect of the UFC. So they're killing it. I'm happy.
So if I take notes from them, then I'm in good hands.
You get real far. And don't take notes of the ball guy right there. Don't take notes from him. He's not doing very well.
Ariel, oh, okay. Well, I watch MMA Beat. I'm a big fan of it.
That's actually a good show. I love that show too.
I think Luke Thomas might be my favorite cast member.
I don't know. He has to jump into the bandwagons, but he's actually kind of intelligent. I was watching one of his breakdowns and I was like, we need to kill this man. He's speaking our language right now. But
and also, second question, real quick. Would you coach a season in the Ultimate Fighter? I mean, next season is kind of revolved around.
If I was to coach a season, it would have to be like maybe welterweights. Because if I'm going to coach a season, I'm giving 110% what's made me successful in the UFC. How, like, when I teach, when I cover classes for Matt, I'm like, I open myself up. I'm like, okay, guys, this is fighting. Okay, it's pretty damn simple. This is how it goes. Granted, I've been doing it for 10 years straight at the same gym with the same coach, but I give 100%. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna, you know, will Bill Gates, what Apple go to, who's their competitors? I don't fucking know. Sony, I'm like, hey man, this is why we're successful, blah, 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 you can make millions of dollars? Absolutely not, I'm gonna do it to another flag. Fuck. Go find a gym that can bring you success that I've got. So I feel comfortable doing it with like maybe welterweight, lightweight, I don't know. But a lot of people are like, oh, you're a pussy, but that's just my vote.
Thank you.
Former owner Bob Meyerowitz, and what he did in the early days of the UFC, DJ, and what he talked about and stressed is taking people like yourself and turning you guys into household names. And that's what the UFC PR department does a great job of, is they take our fighters and they get you out there to be known. And people love the sport, people love the fight, but people love their favorite fighters. And they want to root against people as well as for people. And I agree, and good luck luck with your senior year and getting a gig in MMA. But I think that's the thing that's been done so well for many, many years, and I'm sure you agree.
Yep. Look at their internship. They had a great internship with PR people. Brandon Garcia, I don't know if he's on the internship, but he's one of the head people in the social media team. So,
all right, over here, go ahead, please.
Hi. What advice do you have for up-and-coming fighters to improve their speed and accuracy, like you have?
To improve their speed and accuracy. Hard work, dedication, practice makes perfect. I cannot tell you guys how many times, even when I still shadow box to today, I'm still like, make sure I'm turning everything. When I kick, my hand exchange there. When I put my knees, hand exchange there, elbows there. Make sure. I mean, time, patience, just doing everything slow. At the end of the day, it's all muscle memory, right? So if you train, if you try to go super fast every single time, it's perfect. You look cool, you look flashy, but it's the guys who are like, hey, when I throw my jab, my chin's recovered, my head's up tight, I'll throw my cross, my hand exchange is good. Nothing beats that. So time, patience, just take your time.
How about that, turning it into a quick twitch? You're talking about perfect technique. Practice makes perfect, be brilliant at the basics. How about taking it to that next step, though, having that quick twitch and that explosiveness?
Well, quick twitch and explosive is all genetics, okay? So there's some people out there, black people can jump high, you know, the Caucasians they can't, but you do find the Caucasians who can, you do. I'm serious.
Just say what you think. Put me in some
I was watching, I think on Tor Owens, right? Tor Owens, he was a famous wide receiver, and he's 41 years old, and somebody back there told me, like, dude, he has McDonald's every day for breakfast, and so I was an 8-pack. Okay, my friend, you're genetically gifted. Some people just have fast twitch, muscles, some people have great cardio, but you can build those things over time, but to get that fast twitch, to be, I'm never gonna be as fast as Michael Johnson, the USA Olympic sprinter, because he has that fast twitch. I can boom, 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 and change elevations and keep up and throw knee because that's my gift, and I worked real hard to get that. So.
Thank you. And last, go Brian TC.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega taking on that Carpenter dude. Next up over here, another nice shirt.
Thanks. Yeah, I had a nice spot today, DJ. Yeah. I just have a question. Just watching the interviews you have and following you on Twitch, everything. People ask you about upcoming fights. Your answer is always the same. You're always like, it's just another fight, just another fight.
My fights?
Yeah, your fights.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's awesome because I see a lot of fighters they get so amped up and so stressed out about a fight, but you're always so nonchalant about it, so chill about it. I just wonder where that confidence comes from, and does that also come from an experience in your past where you've had you got real emotional before a fight and then you ended up realizing later that it was better not to?
It comes from me competing so long, wrestling, track, cross country, mixed martial arts. I remember the first time I lost, I was shoulder strapped, I was so, just out of it. Not like I don't want to kill myself, but I was just like, what the I thought I was invincible, I'm in a hospital with a broken hand, I'm like, BS. Then when I lost, to Dom, I was shot again, and I was like, losses are going to happen. Like, it's going to happen, I don't care. So there's a couple guys in the UFC who are still undefeated, right? My saying is that the longer you stay in the sport, you're going to lose. I don't care who you are. Like John Jones, he's going to lose eventually. And people are like, no, he won. I'm like, okay, yes, he will. If John Jones stays in the sport and he's 45, he's going to lose. If he gets out, if he leaves tomorrow, perfect. He retired, he didn't lose. So the longer you stay in the sport, you're going to lose. For me, when I got to the fight, I'm like, dude, two things are going to happen. I'm not going to win, I'm going to lose. Okay, so we got that out of the way. It all depends on how I'm never attached to the outcome of my fights, right? So I went after, I knocked the brakes off Henry Cejudo. I go back home, I pressure wash. Everyone's famous story of mixed martial arts. And then here I am again. I'm getting ready for the next one. I'm on to number 9. If I go after and I beat Wilson Hayes, we're on to the next one. If I lose Wilson Hayes, I'm on to the next one. So why get all, here we go, we want to get it, I'm just, come on Bruce, do your thing. Go back and play. Thank you. First time to fight, you're ready, all right, let's see how this goes. And if I win, that's how I look at it, that's how it truly is. If a person, you see guys going fight, lose streets, and then, then they finally get their walking papers from the UFC, and then they have to go figure out doing something else, but instead of having a positive outlook on it that things aren't going to end. You know, I've seen champions lose their belt, and I've seen them destroy them, and they thought their life was the UFC belt. I'm like, dude, it is not. It is not. This is not your life. And Dana White even said, he goes, dude, fighting is a small part of your life. You have a huge part of your life that you need to feel, so make sure you save your money for that. So that's not good.
Hopefully you'll be streaming Twitch all the time. If you're at home, follow DJ on Twitch. It's awesome, man. It's a nice spot, represent.
What is your name?
I am Kimbo Joe.
Kimbo Joe. Thank you, Kimbo Joe.
There's a ton of dudes over the years that lost to Anderson Silva, GSP, John Jones, way before they stepped in that game.
Yep.
Way before they stepped in.
Yeah.
And for you, I believe, and you've talked about it, you know you're doing your job to the best of your ability, pushing yourself every day in the gym, so then you are comfortable saying the rest can fall in place. But it's because you're doing your job, though. That's why you should have this attitude.
Yeah, like, I mean, everybody was like, man, you stream so much on Twitch, man, we see so much of you. And I'm like, dude, just because you guys don't see what I'm doing in the gym, does not mean I'm not in the gym. Like, my training is very private. Like, I'm not the type of guy who brings a lot of media and all that stuff to my gym. I was like, because y'all don't really see that. That's none of your guys' business when I'm in the gym. What's my business is when I'm fighting Octagon. That's your guys' own business. People are like, oh, you can get a lot more followers and fans. The last thing I want is some dude, hey, can you do that again, please? I want that shot. Fuck off, dude. I'm working out. I'm training. People come to my gym like, that was a good round. I'm like, get the hell out of here, dude. I'm not here to do this stuff. People like, they're so rude to the gym. I was like, because I'm at fucking work. Don't let me come to your job like, Ariel, hey, Ariel, say this. Ariel, say this stuff. Don't do it. So, yeah, that's how I am in my gym.
It's like when Mickey got pissed off at Rocky when he was training about music.
Yeah,
exactly. Over here, go ahead, please.
What's up, Mike? What's up, DJ? Before I ask you the questions, shameless plug, Fight Nights MMA podcast.
Good for you.
iTunes.
Good for you.
Alright, so get it out the way. But DJ, I gotta ask you, man, as one of the more intelligent guys fighting in the UFC today, I take it's kind of strange you're noticeably absent from the analyst desk. Is that something that you're planning on in the future?
Nah. I mean, obviously, I have a little thing on Twitch right now, www.twitch.tv/MightyMouse125. We actually have our own show called The Weigh-In Show where I break down and I analyze fights for about 25 minutes and I go play video games. But for me, you know, I think I have no filter. And sometimes my no filter gets me in trouble. And I think if I took a desk job, I don't think I'd do it. One of my favorite people, Howie Clark, he was a professional baseball player, he played for the Warriors. He was like, you know what I hate? I hate watching TV, and you're fucking lying to me. You're absolutely lying to me in my face. Don't tell me this person's explosive. She's not explosive. Don't tell me that. And I'm like, dude, you're right. I like that. So I don't think I can do that, but who knows, my paycheck and my livelihood relies on it. Maybe I might change it like, today, John, we got something good coming for you guys. I don't know. So, probably not gonna happen. I don't know.
All right, and the second question, I know your coach, man, Hume, has direct lineage to Bruce Lee. Is there anything in particular for Bruce Lee that's kind of incorporated into your training that you know of?
I think Matt Hume has always been good about whatever doesn't work, learn everything, and then whatever doesn't work, scrap it, but make sure you have the tools for it, because I've learned so much over the years training with Matt that I'm able to display in mixed martial arts and in my fights to where we've never actually worked on it in a fight. You know, for a good example, when I had John Dodson against the cage, because I know John Dodson, he all he wants to do is defend a takedown. He's just gonna defend a takedown. I'm like, perfect. I'll grab this leg and you just do this. I'll push you against the cage and I'll just then elbow. Not one day of practice to be worked at, or when you try to take them down and they're defending takedown so hard, their face is open. That works. So that's things that I think maybe the Bruce Lee incorporation has worked, where, you know, make sure you keep everything, because you never know when you have to solve a problem. You can dig in your toolbox. Like, literally when I'm fighting, that's what I'm doing. I have this huge toolbox, and I go in and I'm like, okay, this guy likes to move a lot, so let's go to that department, and okay, he's moving that way, okay, all right, this little high kicks, okay, that works. Over in your clinch, he's moving this, okay, left. I mean, that's my simulation in my head, so there you go.
All right, thank you. Fight Nights MMA, SoundCloud, check it out.
Hit it out.
Awesome, thank you. One of the many things he said about Bruce Lee is that he could learn a technique. You would teach him a technique one day, he would come back to train the next day, have it perfected, be better than everybody at it, and it would just happen over and over and over again.
He's very gifted.
Yeah, I would say that. That was understated, just maybe just a twitch. Next up.
Hi, DJ.
How are you? What's up?
So I got two questions for you, DJ. The first one, a couple weeks back, and there were 10 names that were as a choice, and then there was a search bar below. Names on there like Silva, John Jones, BJ Penn. One of the 10 names that was not up there was Demetrious Johnson, and one of the ones that was up there was Conor McGregor. Do you feel like you got snubbed being not one of those top 10 choices?
No. Life's still going on. You know? People are gonna like me or not, you know? So if I sit there and I'm like, I didn't make it wrong. Then that was snubbed. Snubbed up, I don't care, man. Life still goes on, and that's the thing, that's my outlook, you know? If you see, you know, they're like, dude, that UFC one at night Q&A you did was absolutely garbage, I'm like, sorry, let's just keep it real. Sorry the fans don't like it. But they call me back, no, did you know UFC one at night Q&A was straight fire. We want you back for your 201 and 203 and 204. Sounds good, let's make it happen.
Fair play. All right, the second question is, seeing the notoriety that Conor has brought to the featherweight division and the whole UFC, do you wish there was another, maybe a clone of Conor McGregor in the flyweight division to bring notoriety to?
I don't know that bullshit. I don't know that him showing up and not showing up. And don't get me wrong, I love absolutely everything Conor McGregor stands about. But for a dude, when it's like the whole I understand why the Mayweather and the Conor thing they're doing, they're talking about it. But for me, man, I'm like, dude, do you want to fight or not? And Mayweather was like, you know, we won't talk to him. I was like, dude, simplest fucking question. Do you want to fight or not? Yes or no? Yes, I want to fight. Okay, you can talk to this dude, you can do the numbers. Give me a date, not either. That's how I run my life. Matt Hume does all the talking for me. For me, I just make sure I'm in the gym. Like Matt's like, we're gonna do this, this, and this. I was like, sounds good, Matt. I just do my job, make sure I'm in shape, and go out there and fight. He goes, you just keep doing that, don't worry about that.
Okay, good luck in the future. I'll actually like pictures with both of you after too.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Fire away.
Hey DJ, I know you're coming from Washington, so first I want to welcome you to LA.
Thank you.
Home of the LA Galaxy First to 5 championships, okay? LA stand up. My question to you basically, first of all, props to you. You are, in my opinion, you are the best pound for pound fighter on the planet right now.
Thank you.
You're underappreciated for real, man. I know you're a gamer. I don't play a lot of video games right now, but back in the day, my favorite game was GoldenEye 64. Remember that one?
Yeah.
And my favorite person to use was Oddjob. Like, all my friends, they had guns. I didn't even need a gun. I'd run around and just karate chop everyone to death because I was this short, you know what I'm saying? And it made me start thinking, like, where do you stand as far as movies are concerned? Because I could totally see you in an action film, totally. As a shorter person, kind of like Oddjob, whipping like 10 dudes or something like that on an action film. So is that something that you're open to doing, being in films or TV?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I would love to be in, like, I'm a huge comic book, or I love the Marvel thing. I was like, you know, I can be Black Panther's son, and I can inherit Black Panther's title. Because I got the speed, I know how to fight, and it's not like, you know, Black Panther was born, you know, Jedi, you know, he's the, you know, the herb, and he gets all the power. So, I mean, if Hollywood ever comes calling, you know, my door will absolutely be open. But first thing is first is, you know, my mixed martial arts career, and then after I'm done with that, then yeah, absolutely, I'd be totally down with that. You know, being a short dude running around kicking ass, why not?
I'm telling you, man. But stay away from that Black Panther herb, man. I don't think you're down with that.
You talking about Kush, that's what you talking about.
Well, I think we'll move on.
Hey, my name's Aaron, and I gotta say, as a smaller guy, you probably are the biggest inspiration. And I guess my question is, if you could give me one piece of advice for life, just in general, what would it be?
Oh man, life's a big problem. It's not a problem. There's so much things that goes on in life, and I'll say, for me, being a shorter guy in life, you know, the short people they meet, you know, they get on just fine. You know, just do good by you, man. Don't let anybody, don't be a follower, don't let anybody persuade you doing things that you don't want to do. I've lost friends for doing my own thing and trying to, you know, grow my own t-shirt company, I guess you could say, or just focusing on myself and focusing on my film and not worry about it and trying to walk on eggshells anymore. For me, man, like all I need in life is my wife, my 2 kids, and my family. That's all I need. Once I realized that, then it made life so much easier trying to please people and trying to do things like, somebody goes, hey man, you want to come over and play play poker? I don't like fucking poker. You wanna come and play video games? I have a video game console. I don't know what to share with you. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm not a rude person. I'm not mean. It's just like, dude, like, that's how I roll in life. If you don't want to be part of it, then that's totally fine. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. It's just, I understand. I'm an adult. And friends you're gonna lose friends. You're gonna gain friends. And, you know, it's the end of the world. That's how I look at life. And it's worked out good for me. And I'm sure it will do the same thing for you.
Let's do a little rapid fire here. You got like 15, 20 seconds to ask your question. DJ will fire off if we answer. We'll go back and forth, try to get everybody in. We are low on time. But you fire away first. We're going to do a little rapid fire, all right? Fire away.
All right, DJ. Nice to meet you. I would like to know your comments about the new weigh-in system adopted by the UFC here in California. What's your opinion? Is it better for the fighters?
The weigh-in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the weigh-in's good. I think the weigh-in's gonna be good. I haven't gone through it personally, but I'm pretty sure I'll get the feedback from other fighters. But it's good to be able to weigh in at 10 o'clock in the morning. So the thing is gonna come down to, like, when does that person need to cut weight? Does he sacrifice not having good sleep and going to bed? You know, before I go to bed, before I cut weight, I go to bed. Right. What's the food in my stomach? So it all depends on how the fighter is. I'm totally fine waiting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I know how to cut weight. I've never missed weight once, so. But we'll see, we'll find out. But it could be good or it could be bad. Like the UFC says, you gotta show up at 136. I'm like, it's not fucking happening, bro. I show up at like 139 because I'll lose all the weight. Don't worry about me. So, good question.
Thank you very much. Next up over here. Thank you, sir.
DJ.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Coming here today, I honestly didn't have a plan to ask you a question or make a comment. However, after hearing you speak so eloquently of Croatia and Krakow, I am from former Yugoslavia. I happen to be fluent in Croatian, so I was just wondering if I could maybe show you a little bit of love and respect today in Croatian. Not sure if you ever got that Croatian flag on your shorts, but I would like to show a little bit of love in Croatian.
Say hello everybody in Croatian.
Dobar dan svima. Ja sam ovdje danas zato što želim da čestitam Demetriousu Johnson. Svaka čast u ime Hrvatske i bivše Jugoslavije želim vam sve najbolje. Translation. I am here today to show some respect to Demetrious Johnson. On behalf of Croatia and former Yugoslavia, we wish you all the best.
Hey! Just one round of applause. Thank you.
Hi DJ, how are you?
Good, what's up?
Brazilian here from São Paulo. I'm very lucky to be here traveling and this event is happening here. Just I wanted to ask one thing. What are your plans to change the situation that you are #1 pound for pound? Or
to change that?
And not bringing a lot of media. What are your plans to change this situation? When you are so good fighting, but you don't bring such a lot of
ooh.
Not trying to, not being offensive, sorry.
Dude, I'm gonna keep on fighting because at the end of the day, the product's gonna be good. You can have product that doesn't bring, it sells a lot of, I'd rather be a product that's absolutely fucking amazing and just does pinpoint thing and keep on winning, than have a product that comes in and lays duds, but sells a lot of money. You know, I'm in the business of winning, and if that doesn't make, I mean, I can sell my soul and not focus on training. I mean, you realize what Conor McGregor, he's doing now. He's like, dude, I'm done selling fights. I'm going to the Icelands and I'm gonna train, prepared. I got lost in the game of advertising instead of getting lost in instead of putting his energy in the training. I'm always in the training. I come out and do my media stuff and all that stuff here and there, but 100%, if someone's like, dude, we got a big movie deal for you for the next Avengers 3, we're gonna pay you $6 million. I'm like, that sounds amazing, but I have a fight UFC 201. Let me take care of this first, and then when I have 3 weeks of time, I can shoot for 3 weeks and I get back in training. That's my mindset.
Awesome. We got over here, let's piece of dicks.
So DJ, title defenses. What is your opinion on the thoughts like the featherweight champion McGregor and Nate Diaz saying that belts don't matter and belts are a fairy tale?
Well, one, he hates fairy tale because he hasn't got one yet, but technically he won. But in that aspect of him saying that, he says belts are a fairy tale because it's all about what you want to accomplish. But he's saying that I'm not a champion and I just got paid more than all the champions in the world. That's basically what he was saying. So he's basically saying he doesn't need a belt or be a champion to make that kind of money. He just needs Conor McGregor.
What are your thoughts on Canelo Alvarez ducking Triple G?
I think Canelo Alvarez will destroy Triple G. I think Triple G takes a lot of hits when he fights. I mean, boxing, a lot of people boxing is, the name of the game is hit, not to be hit. Mayweather destroyed Canelo Alvarez. Yes, it wasn't a fight, but he's moving, boom, there's a cross. Jab, boom, cross. Unanimous decision, Flipper, thank you for the money, 3-point Floyd. That's the name of boxing. So I think Triple G gets hit way too fucking much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Demetrious, how are you?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, I was wondering, like, are there any fighters out there that you just love to watch? Like, you buy the pay-per-views and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of, I like Connor, Jose, I like Cody I like Uriah, Dom. I mean, there's not one fighter I do not dislike watching. So because I think every fighter brings something different to the table.
Do you have, like, a personal favorite?
Man. I can't watch myself. My personal favorite, like in Conor fights, I have to go just because the atmosphere the crowd brings, and I like how he's here. I like to see what he, like when I saw him fight at the beginning, I was like, okay, I know what he's doing. And when I saw him fight Nate Diaz, I was like, damn, he's giving to Nate. Then he got tired, he got choked out. Jose, I love watching him fight. Frankie, Tyron Bully. I mean, like I said, man, I like everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Fire away, sir.
Mighty Mouse. My name's Isaac. You know, after your fight against Henry Cejudo, I saw you right before you were about to get your hand raised, you're doing a little chest pop. So I just wanted to know, this question isn't for you. It's actually for Mike. Mike, you be the judge. Who's the chest pump champion of the world? Me or Demetrious Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
I'm uncomfortable right now. Brock Lesnar!
And last question, can I get a picture of that?
Fire away for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. You win. You win.
You guys make me history. Earl Ronnie. Put that out there.
All right, last one.
He's in paying attention.
Fire away.
Cub Swanson lives down the street from me.
Yeah.
His brother Steve fights
From Cub,
Killer Cub.
You need to get one. Never mind. You don't have one.
so Cub Swanson lives down the street from me. His brother Steve fights in MMA in your weight class. Have you seen any of his fights, and what do you think of his skill set?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah,
That's